evening, everyone. Welcome back. We are going to continue our adventure through Command & Conquer General Zero Hour. Now, we are going to have one little change for this evening. I know we actually did start the United States campaign last time. However, due to some bullcrap, I had to cut that section out of my last stream. And I had to take that whole stream down, and it was great. It was fun. So much fun. As a matter of fact, I really appreciated the fact that I had to do that. So, instead, we are starting all over again. Which isn't that bad, because we only did one mission, so I don't feel too bad about that. Now, while we were away, I actually fixed the audio so it wasn't too loud or too quiet, so I don't have to flip back and forth and then change my settings. So, in reality, I think this is probably for the best. I just feel sad that so few people after I finished streaming got a chance to watch that last stream, because nobody's finding it. It makes me sad. But that's okay. That is A-okay. We are going to just pick up where we left off, and we're going to kick the living crap out of everything in our way. It doesn't matter if it's Chinese, if it's Taliban GLA, if it is a mixture. I don't even know. Don't care. We're going to kill them all. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Significantly weaken America's influence and strategic interests in Europe. From Falcon Base Command Center.
I wonder how old this guy is now. Oh man, but no, I had a lot of fun. So one of the things I've been doing this past week is I've actually been streaming more than I probably should have. I've had extra time and I had nothing else to do, so I didn't know what else to do, so I just kept streaming. And I really enjoyed playing Aliens Fireteam, but one of the horrible things that it's made me do is I actually ended up watching, like, while I was working today, I actually ended up watching a lot of the Aliens movies. And I'm a huge Alien fan. I like Alien. Well, I'll take it back. I wouldn't say huge Alien fan. I really enjoy the movies. I'm not Mr. getting into the lore of everything. Unfortunately, Aliens 3 and then Alien Resurrection are just... yeah, they exist. But, yeah, that's it's fun. It's fun. 1 second here. Ooh, someone's getting in trouble. Someone's gonna die. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I do wish we could actually skip these, because we really don't need them. But I've made one interesting change for the evening tonight, and that change is I changed out my mouse. So one of the problems with me using mouse and keyboard, as if you've watched me play any kind of game, and I probably will continue to use a controller, but one of the problems is that the mouse that I was using was kind of a backup mouse from a long time ago. And it had some features that I liked, but unfortunately, I guess the laser on it just isn't that good. What up, Sniper?
Their missile from the Baikonur facility early this morning.
We are starting the GLA, the USA campaign all over again, because I had to clip some of the of Monday's stream. So I just decided, well, screw it, I'll cut the ending off and just start all over. So we get to watch this whole thing again. This whole thing. I know it's a big old thing.
The first step in completing our mission is to secure and
Oh,
hold this train.
yeah,
depot.
come on.
If we can intercept that train in time,
Do,
we can use it as cover to infiltrate the base.
I did Twitch bullcrap. That's what it was.
Good luck, General.
Having fun on Twitch is sometimes not allowed. Sometimes.
Special forces here.
And because of this, sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. But that is what being an adult is all about.
Let's pop some. Here comes trouble.
Shoot him. Let's get these guys moved up. Yeah, shoot him. Shoot him dead. I genuinely have no idea what these drones are for. Like, I mean, I don't ever use them.
How about a lift?
Come on. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Take the building. Always prepared. Let's take the building.
All right.
Tank responding.
That's not what I wanted. I can't build anything else. Good lord.
Flashbangs are ready.
All right.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Let's get me some more of these.
Got my missile launcher right here. Special forces here.
Let's get you in here.
Army's elite. Building is up. Rally point confirmed. Building point man.
All right. Up, up, up,
Search
up,
and
up.
destroy. On the go. Humvee here.
But yeah, so one of the things I did today was I watched, I'll say most of the Aliens movies today. It's a lot of fun. And I'm a really big fan of that series. I really enjoy it. But the only problem with it is the fact that most of the movies in the franchise just absolutely suck. But there's some diamonds in the rough there. I actually was just before the stream. I was finishing up Alien Resurrection, and it's such a bad movie that I really want to like, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. There's lots of little diamonds in the rough there. Like there's a good idea there, but they botched everything about it, in my opinion. Like the fact that they had to force the Ripley storyline, and then they had to do like the Aliens versus Predator kind of thing, but like not really. It was a human-alien hybrid, and I'm like, that's the dumbest thing in the world. An alien-human hybrid makes no sense, considering the fact that the aliens use humans to make themselves and reproduce and stuff. It's weird stuff, man. Weird stuff.
Need a point man. Army's elite. Rally point confirmed. Special forces here.
But yeah, no, it's to me, in my opinion, it was just a wasted opportunity, and I think that's what destroyed the Alien franchise.
Need a point man.
Ah, so sad, so sad.
On the go. Special forces here. Taking new position.
Okay, let's see here. And you, sir, need to get back over here.
Breaking loose.
And let's go ahead and let's build some more rocket boys. Let's build some Marines too. Oh, I'm sorry, not Marines. Rangers. I apologize. Rangers.
Got room for five. Got my missile launcher right here.
And you, sir, I need to upgrade.
Got my missile launcher right here.
We will defend this territory.
So how's everybody's day today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful time.
Here. Yeah. I want to blow something up. Got room for five. Got my missile launcher right here. How about a lift?
Oh, be careful now. Whoa!
Come here.
Got room for five.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Let me launch my missile launcher.
All right.
Yeah, sure thing. Let's pop some tanks.
We will pop all the tanks.
Let me launch one. Huh? Yeah,
So many tanks are gonna die.
I'll fire at anything. On the trail.
Let's make sure you flip over to Flashy Bangs. Let's do a few more of those, and I think we could probably do with a few more Paladins, but yeah, I need money.
How about a lift?
Ooh, and I need some more.
What's the mission, sir?
Some of these. But anyway, so like the last Alien movie that they had, Resurrection, it was bad. It was very, very bad. But like as I said, I think there's some little grains of good stuff in there. I think that the actual film is not. No, sorry, it's still bad, but there are just enough diamonds in there where it's like, man, this could have been something great. This could be something like really good, and it just bombed it. Now, granted, I'm sure that for the day, it probably wasn't going to be that good. It's just fair. I mean, 2 years after it comes out, we have The Matrix. I mean, come on. Like, nothing's going to survive against The Matrix. But anyway, I think that it would have been a really cool addition had they just done something right. Hey! Hey, Hidaki. Sorry, it took me a second to read your name. I was like, what's going on? Hey, I'm living the dream, boss. We're talking the Aliens movies, man. Well, at least I am. I don't think anybody's talking back about me yet. I have some very interesting takes on it this evening.
Come on in.
I'm about to make some people angry.
Always prepared. On the go.
So how's it going, man? What up?
Dragon tank. Let us get closer.
Let's get this guy going.
Right. We are moving. Right. We are moving. Keep it steady. Let us get closer. Keep it steady.
But yeah, we are living that dream. We're just having fun, and we're winding down the evening with some Command and Conquer.
We will defend this territory.
Let's definitely get you all on the same team.
Moving to new area.
You know what, sir? That means this game came out when you were a kid, didn't it?
Throw out them in flames right here.
Because it came out when I was a kid, too.
Let loose the
Ah, come on. Fine. Do this the hard way.
Right here. Where is the battle? Crush the enemy.
Yeah, this is a great game. It is probably one of the last not Grand Theft Auto. What I was about to say Grand Theft Auto. One of the last really good Command and Conquer games that I can think of. All right, we're going in.
Order confirmed.
Oh, jeez. Come on, guys. Go, 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 go. See, I've actually never really played Tiberian Sun. I've wanted to, and I actually owned it when I was a kid. But back then I was far more fickle. And so I actually didn't want to play it because it didn't look brand new. You know, the graphics were kind of bad whenever I discovered Command and Conquer. And so I really only played Red Alert 2, Yuri's Revenge, and then I played, you know, of course, Generals. That was it. And ironically, I would argue that Tiberian Sun probably looks better than Generals in many respects. I think that the pixel art is a lot better than the 3D animation that we have now. And I even now I have that opinion. A lot of 3D animation is inferior in my opinion to pixel art.
Now we need to build an
Like, I mean, personally, I think that like the as an example, like the upgrade, quote unquote, from
The train will depart when it is completely
one
full.
second. Like from StarCraft to StarCraft 2, I think that was a downgrade. That was a massive downgrade in my book. Doesn't mean that there's nothing that was good that was gained from that change, but personally, I just think that the art style is too pretty and happy, and that's a problem. It's a massive problem.
Ready for action.
And that's what I think a lot of CGI, or not CGI, a lot of 3D animation or 3D art has done, is it creates, oh look, this is brand new stuff that everybody loves, and it's like, yeah, not really. Yeah, no, I mean, the classic StarCraft games I really enjoyed. It was gritty, it was very 90s, and I like that. And actually, that was one of the things I was going to talk about tonight with the Alien, the last Alien movie. Sorry, not the last one, because the last one made the originals, I would say, of the Alien franchise. Now there's, I guess, the Prometheus franchise, which is dead. But the 90s movies had that nice, dark, gritty 90s feel to it, and I think that was fantastic. But it's just too bad that everything else about the movie sucked. But that 90s grit, that grunge that really comes with a lot of those 90s games. Oh man, you and I are on the same page, man. I love the Alien franchise. I think that there's only really 2 good movies out of it, but I love the franchise.
Doing what's right.
It's one of those things where like I so bad want it to be good.
What's the mission, sir?
I have not. What is that?
Avoiding target.
An alien audio drama. When was this made?
Special forces here. Ready for action. On the go. Clean it out.
Because this sounds like a newer thing, but I don't know.
Need a point, man. Take a new position.
I'll definitely do that. I didn't even know there was that.
Let's go for it. Always prepared. Clean it house.
All right, now I can send you in.
Taking her in. Special forces here. Entering the structure.
But absolutely, I will definitely check that out as soon as I can. It might be a while, but I'm gonna do that. Oh man,
Let's go.
I'll take a look at that, man. That's pretty cool. Like, I like the Alien franchise, and I'm willing to look at almost anything that involves xenomorphs. Wait, I did fill up both of these guys. Yeah, they're fine. All right, we have 4 Crusaders, Battle Masters. Yeah, so we really don't need anything else but more than Humvees. We need more Humvees. Go, train, go!
Good work, General. The train is full.
But no. So one of the things I did today is last night I kind of broke my stream schedule again, and I played some Aliens Fireteam, and I'd been basically fighting myself whether or not to get it. Or sorry, I've been fighting myself to not get it because it was $40.
Oh yeah.
Hey, thanks, Docky. So I've been fighting with myself to not get the darn game, but I broke down and I eventually bought it. Jeez, I'm getting just nailed here.
Move order confirmed. We are invincible.
And so when I did, I was just like, man, I want to go watch the old movies again. So I did, and that's what I did today while I was working. I get to work from home, so I kind of just had that on in the background. And I remember just how absolutely I loved those movies, even the bad ones. I'm like, I don't like them, but they're not bad. I'm sorry, I don't like them, and they are bad, but I still enjoy them. And so I was watching the last one right before the stream hit, actually, and I just cannot stress how good that movie could have been, and it just completely fell on it. I don't know who thought. And, I remember in the 90s when I was growing up, I remember them just having like lots of movies that just were really up their own butts, just completely out in left field. Like, oh, this is gonna sell, and it made no sense. Like the original Resident Evil movies, I thought were really good. Those were fun. That's the other thing. They were fun movies. But as I was watching Resurrection, I was sitting there the entire time just going, my God, I'm gonna tear apart this movie for plot because it's just so bad. But they have lots of really good ideas and good scenes, and it's just like all you have to do is just fix the story in this place, and this place, and it gets a lot better. It drove me up a wall. It just makes me frustrated because like in that era you have the practical sets mixed in with a little bit of CGI, and yeah, the CGI was crude and disgusting, but like the practical sets just added so much depth to a movie. I'm like, wow, I've forgotten how much I really appreciated practical sets. River of Pain, Sea of Sorrow. Okay, I'll take a look, man. But like, you know, practical sets are something that we've just lost today, and it's all CGI. Everything is CGI. And here's the thing: I don't mind CGI. I actually think that there's some really good good uses for it. But like with a lot of movies that really need to look kind of dark and grungy, they rely on CGI, and I'm like, well, it looks better if you just have a freaking set. Like everything is green screen. Like, I mean, honestly, if I was an actor now, I'd kind of feel like I was just cheated of the opportunity to actually be an actor. I'm in character, but I'm only in character for the freaking like green screen behind me, which is going to be a nightmare. I hate it. Like I despise it, and I love that 90s look where it's like, okay, there's still a little bit of leftover from the 80s. There's still that little bit of, it's dead. It's mostly dead, but it's still there. And then for like the CGI is there too, but it's not nearly as evident. And when it is there, it's not great because they're still figuring it out. But overall, I mean, I think that there was a lot more love and effort put into those kinds of things, and I really miss that. Oh, this is the easy mission where you just simply keep unloading F-22s. But no, yeah, as I was watching Resurrection, I'm like, you know, the film quality is actually still pretty good. The okay, let's see. That is fine, because all I'm going to do is just drop all those on defense. That's it.
Let me launch one, huh? Let's pop some tanks.
All right, let me get these guys in here.
Hidden identity.
Actually, I really don't need to put them in there, but whatever.
Ready for action. Army's elite. Rally point confirmed.
Alright, where are we going? Okay, there's that. Can I grab that? Yes, I can.
Let's take the building.
Oh, yeah, no, I do. And I was going to talk about that one, too. Because Alien 3 was really... I would honestly say Resurrection was better than 3, but Resurrection is bad in part because of 3. At least that is my opinion. Which is the correct opinion, by the way. Or should I say, it is a bad movie because 3 was just so atrocious. Why are you not defending? There you go. I want like 30 F-22s just killing everything at once. Boom! There you go. See, I just hit everything at once. This is the mission that you play just to watch everything blow up.
To be secured, but the safety of the docks must not be compromised.
Oh, nothing's getting compromised here, honey. Let's see here. Where's my snipper? There you
I
are.
see everything. Getting a better view. Getting a better view.
I mean, my issue with
Reinforcements
I'm not familiar with how they made the movie because honestly, I just I've learned not to look how the pork is made. You know,
Scout ahead.
I really don't want to know in many cases because I feel like if I did, I would just be upset.
It'll be a nice
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
Army's elite.
But there are. Oh, let's do that. Oh, we got a live one here.
Need a point, man. Rally point.
Where's Colonel Burton?
confirmed.
Where do you go? Oh, there he is.
Deadly efficient. Where are we going?
Yeah, just simply have these guys just constantly reload and just keep flying out. There's nothing you can do. But yeah, no, I try not to look too much behind the curtain because it just then angers me. But in my opinion, like the idea of Alien 3 was not the premise is not bad. It's the execution is awful. And it just gets more and more absurd and more ridiculous. And the biggest plot hole that I've found that just makes absolutely no freaking sense is how she gets impregnated with the alien
Reinforcements incoming, General.
when there's no sign of that whatsoever. None. Like, there's no way at the end of Aliens that they were in that position. And that's the part that kind of just really irritates the crap out of me. Because they just forced that through. They could have made a movie like that where maybe, you know, Hicks and Newt are still alive. And that's it. You know, like, but no, they couldn't do that.
Your identity. I'll scout ahead. Hope no one's looking.
Sir, there are still GLA near the warehouse. We need to clear them out
Ready
immediately.
for action.
Ah, my snipper's dead. I wasn't paying attention. See, that might be nice. Are you okay? Just, I guess, get shot. I have to clear out the warehouse? You know what I could do is just drop you buggers all off.
Reinforcements incoming, General.
You better.
Come on in.
I really don't even need y'all over there. Yeah.
Lost.
Let me launch one. You bet. Let's go in that building. I'll fire at anything.
Where is Mr.
Right
Burton?
here.
See, that sounds interesting. 'Cause, I mean,
I'll be there.
Aliens 3, there's a lot, as I said, there's a lot of room to do what they are wanting to do there. I actually didn't even dislike the premise of what was going on. My issue is solely just with how they did it, not what they did.
I know my way around. Getting a better view.
I even think that like the actual movie looks pretty good. It's not great, but it looks good. I think the writing is okay as well. Oh, hello.
Ready
Wow, I
for
can't believe I
action.
missed that
We'll
guy.
Take it from here. How about a lift?
But just the little things. The Pathfinder,
Reinforcements
I
incoming,
like the
General.
snipers. I think that they're highly frustrating.
I'll scout
Oh yeah, absolutely no, because China is just they are the infantry murderer. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's infantry, it dies. I actually like that. I think that it's in many ways it's almost overpowered. Almost overpowered. It's not quite in my opinion, but it's really close.
Sniper here.
Like, especially if you get them leveled up, they become really, really powerful. It's crazy how fast these guys can start knocking infantry off.
No one's looking. I'll scout ahead.
Good job. All trucks are safely to the docks.
That's
Now
right.
Let's get them to the city.
Wait, what? We have to get them to the city? Alright.
Yes, sir.
I have you
Moving
two.
to new AO.
Time to load you buggers up then.
Yeah? You bet.
I'm gonna
Let's
need-
pop some tanks. I see everything.
Got room for 5. Come on in.
I'm gonna need a lot of rocket people.
Yeah? Let me launch one.
Heading over.
You bet.
Let's see here.
I'll be here. Oh yeah.
Let's pop
You better
some
not leave with
tanks.
you. Don't you dare leave without me. You stupid trucks. Don't you oh my god, they're leaving without me.
Come on in.
Jeez.
Comanche here. Flying low. Preparing jets for takeoff.
Jeez, yeah, move all my jets over.
In
Make
the field.
everything die.
Visibility clear. Visibility clear. Air cover's on the way.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I do like audio dramas, so that's good.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm also a relatively large Warhammer fan. At least I used to be. I mean, now I'm kind of like, I don't know what Warhammer's kind of doing right now. But, let's see, let's get you over here. But yeah, I used to like, I really enjoyed watching listening to the audio dramas on the way home. Warm and Hammer!
Lost.
That, sir, I would argue is potentially racist, and I'll have none of it.
Our dozer
Yes,
has arrived, sir. Begin building up your base.
Oh, it has?
GLA are preparing
Where?
a new wave of attacks against us.
Where's my dozer?
Always
There you are.
ready. Good area. Humpy here. Looks like a good run. Let's go. Let's go for it.
Ooh, that's a hard question, man. Honestly, whatever you want to do, like whatever you find fun, that's what I would recommend. Because, I mean, they're all good. I mean, the only ones that I haven't played that I can think of is Tiberian Sun and Command & Conquer 3, which I own. I just haven't done anything with it.
Flying low. I'll fire it.
Let's get you boys back in here. And let's get my F-22s right back over here as well. To cover my base. I would say that if you can, probably Generals is my favorite to play multiplayer, but it depends on what your friends want to play, you know? Like, if somebody wanted to play Red Alert 2 with me, I would totally be into that. But if somebody wanted to play Generals, I'm like, yeah, I'm on board with that too. I'd say there's not really a wrong decision, but, I mean, my personal opinion is Generals is probably one of the best ones they've done. It's fun. There's a lot of unit diversity. They actually play really well together. Nobody's too strong or too weak. It's really about how you play the character or play the different factions, and I love that.
Job for me.
Where do I normally store these? I forget. Where do I throw these guys?
On the job.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I played this game religiously. I mean, and I.
Special forces here. Point confirmed.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. If you can try Generals, if you can get people to play Generals with you, and I say that because, you know, you have to do. It's basically peer-to-peer, so you have to do it directly.
Bring on the
You have to like basically set up a virtual network, or actually have an actual network set up to play with people. Otherwise, it doesn't work. I think I forget who it was, but someone was recommending Game Ranger to me, and I never heard of that, but, or at least if I have, I just don't remember it.
Flashbangs are ready.
Okay, there we go.
Blow it up. Always ready.
Ah, fire bases. Ah, these are so much fun.
Made in the U.S. of A.
See, I mean, this is one of those things. Classic Command & Conquer, I played for about 15 minutes when I was a kid. I respect it as an adult, but I don't think I've ever really played it.
Have a job for me.
You can. Somebody recommended to me something called Game Ranger that would allow you to do what they're describing. You don't need a VPN. Oh, I guess you do. It's more like what do you call it? Just a virtual network, just a virtual local network. And Game Ranger allows that. Now, I plan to use that eventually if I can,
Yes, sir.
especially among, especially for when if I ever get the opportunity to play Dungeon Siege with people. Oh, I will absolutely do that.
We're going in. We're going in. Got their position. All finished.
All right, we can take care of those, but those not so much.
Making a sweep. Got their position. We're going in.
It's something to create basically a LAN network on it.
Flying low.
I mean, do research first, man. Like I'm using this not as a like, hey, you should do this because I do this. We're just like, hey, this is something that I've heard of and it might be worth looking at. I haven't had an opportunity yet, so maybe I should actually be more careful when I talk.
Can't build this, sir.
Well, wait, I only get...
In the US of A.
Oh, wow, okay, so I gotta be careful with I gotta be careful with these, because I only have 2 of them.
Flying low. Flying low.
Hey, check out our new
Air
tow
cover's
missile.
on the way.
Get out of the way, man. Don't be shooting my stuff.
Get underway. Moving to new AO.
Oh, yeah, there's the
Land
other 2.
system set. Comanche here. Air cover's on the way.
Unit lost.
No, that's fine. I'll build more of them. All right, let's see here. I want one of those, and one of these, and one of those, and one of these, and one of these, and one of those.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Ah, just the wave of them. Just thousands of F-22s just flying over, blowing everything up.
Missile launcher right here. Got my missile launcher right here.
Oh yeah, fucker, we were discussing the amazing masterpiece that is Alien Resurrection.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Which part of Alien Resurrection is your favorite?
Got my missile launcher right here.
Unit lost.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Oh, you cannot build snipers? Oh, that's right. Snipers are of finite quantity here. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. He lies. He lies. Yeah, it is bad. It's bad.
Bring on the scaffolding.
They're limited. I can't build anymore. No, no, it is not. I will fight you over this. 3 is so much worse. Plot-wise, it makes way less sense. Like, Resurrection had a decent idea. The problem was that 3 left it with nothing to work with. Oh, trust me, I will, but, I'm willing to fight to say that Alien 3 is worse than Alien Resurrection. This is a hill I will die on.
Let's pop some tanks. Here comes trouble.
No, the plot for Resurrection falls apart the moment they bring in Ripley. Not even the action is not even a thing here.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Jeez.
Need a point, man? Put
Well,
your
when I
mark
want
on
somebody
the
who
air.
sexually assaults
Right there.
their people, yeah, maybe I'll get Joss Whedon involved.
Destroy.
My missile launcher right here. Comanche here. Air cover's on the way. Got the position. Flying low.
Plus, Joss Whedon's kind of weird. He's weird. That guy's a dude. That dude is weird.
Got my missile launcher
Have a
right
job
here.
Oh, so that's right. He did write on that one, didn't he? That's right. He did. He did do one of them, didn't he? I forget that. I always forget that.
New construction.
Boop, boop, boop.
Made in the US of A.
See, Resurrection, like that right there, that to me is an interesting concept. Like, okay, they have to fight the alien on Earth. That'd be kind of cool. You know, I don't even actually need to build up any kind of arsenal to do anything here. All I gotta do is just bomb the living crap out of everything. They gave you way too much firepower here.
All finished.
Oh, they got another one. Okay, there we go. It's a cool idea, though. But no, I mean, what I was talking about earlier was the fact that there was a, like, the 90s was really good.
Advanced training is complete, sir.
Hey, bud. What are you doing in here? Hi, Figgy. We have Kitty.
Bring on the scaffolding.
All right, let's get back to what we're doing. So, the last Alien movie, I think, had a decent chance of being good, but the thing is, there's too many things that they borrowed from 3, like the fact that Ripley was dead, and they pseudo brought her back to life as this weirdo alien creature. and then had the alien-human hybrid, which made absolutely no goddamn sense. Like, that's the part that makes me just kind of cringe. Oh my god, like that part made me just cry.
Upgrade complete.
But otherwise, it's not a terrible idea. Alright. Apparently kitties are fighting. That's not good.
Unit lost.
Oh, I'm not wrong, sir. It's you who are wrong. You, sir, just need to realize how wrong you are.
Preparing jets for takeoff.
I think that with the right, what do you want to call it? The right direction, and Alien Resurrection could work, or Alien 4 could work. It's just, I mean, the way they did it is just absolutely just awful.
Protecting the coast.
Alright, fine. I'll throw you guys over here. I think they even rebuild the F-22, so I think they just an endless supply of F-20. Yeah, it's an endless supply of F-22, so it doesn't matter how many times they get blown up. I can just keep sending them out there. It quite literally does not matter.
Let's build.
And you can call me wrong as much as you want to. Like, there's a lot of stuff that was really good in that movie. Like the synthetic stuff. Well, first off, before we even get into it, I watched it this afternoon before the stream, or at least I got most of the way through. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The part where they said Walmart bought out Weyland-Yutani because Walmart became bigger than Weyland-Yutani, that made me laugh. That was funny. To remember a time whenever Walmart was like the biggest, like the, oh my gosh, every mom and pop is gonna go out of business because of Walmart. That was beautiful to relive for like 5 minutes. Yeah. So at the beginning of the movie, when Ripley is kind of being re-educated in society, and she's talking about the company, the Weyland-Yutani company, you know, the guy that's with her is like, oh, you know, Weyland, one of the guys is like, what is the company? And the older guy in the movie, I forget, is one of the doctors, starts laughing. He's like, it's before your time. It's from Weyland-Yutani. They used to have a lot of government contracts and defense contracts, but they were bought out by Walmart. And he starts kind of laughing because it's like it was from a time from a long time ago. You know, it's from a time that doesn't exist anymore because it's like 200 years in the future. I thought that was great. As much as people probably thought that was kind of stupid and annoying, I was like, that just kind of shows how funny it was. I approve of that.
In the field.
And it's kind of a little jab. Now, that being said, Resurrection also was kind of silly and campy. And I think that was one of the things that didn't go well for it either. You can't really take the movie seriously, and that's another problem. Whereas the other movies are more serious, like the beginning is very silly, and I could have sworn they even had some comedians, or at least people that were usually in comedies, if I remember correctly, in the movie. Yeah, it really did. That was a bad decision. That was a very bad decision. And again, I'm fine with like the comedy about Walmart, like the everyday banter. It's like, oh, that's just so silly. I remember when it's like somebody talking about let's see, what's that company doesn't like, you know, remembering when Sears was a big company. It's like, oh, I remember when Sears was a big company. Now it's just a subsidiary of somebody else or whatever. You know, it's like it's kind of silly, you know, banter from a generation ago. And let's be real, you know, the original Alien came out in 1979. It'd be kind of no, Sears still exists. Sears is still there. Yeah, like the Sears as we know it is gone, but Sears still exists. Just in that universe, in Alien Resurrection, Weyland-Yutani still exists. It's just now a subsidiary of Walmart, which is funny.
Armor detail reporting. Humvee here.
All right, let's get everybody up in here. They really want you to have these drones and use them, but they are so useless in many cases. I don't know why anybody would use these. I miss the days when I can order a Tommy gun through the mail.
Come on in.
But that was way before my time.
Preserving freedom.
Just think about that. There was a day and time where you could literally order like a rifle or a machine gun in the mail and it would just deliver it to you.
General,
Like
our
that was
base
it.
is
That
under
was
attack.
literally all you did. You said, "Hey, I want this," and they go, "Okay." But anyway, not what I'm here for. No argument. But either way it goes.
Lost.
Some attention.
Come on, there you go.
Be efficient.
There you go. Now you have Colonel Burton. Sounds like he's mean. But yeah, no. So, wow, I lost somebody. Jeez. There we go.
Humvee here. Our
That
base
was-
is under attack.
Crap, I lost a lot of guys there.
Oh yeah. Keep the change.
Yes, shoot this man. Yes, very good.
Go for it. Oh yeah.
Do 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 do. Do. Oh, boomy booms.
Unit lost.
Anywhere you say, sir.
All right, let's see. Let's get y'all
Preparing jets for takeoff.
air cover. There we go. Yes.
Unit lost.
Crusader tank responding. Anywhere you say, sir.
Blow it up.
North. Taking new ground.
Ah, crap.
Moving in. Clearing terrain. Floor
Blow that
wide
up.
open.
I forgot they freaking mine everything out here.
Say, sir. Anywhere you say, sir. Anywhere you say, sir. Moving in. Moving in.
But yeah, no, I actually I appreciated that part of it, like the little campy part of it at the beginning, where it's like it's just kind of silly. But like the rest of it, like especially whenever like the guy gets his head cut out or not cut out, like when he gets the alien tongue smashed into the back of his skull and he reaches back and looks for it, and then like just before that, whenever he throws a grenade into one of the Marine escape pods and does this like really serious salute, and then gets like really scared because now he realizes that he's gonna die. I was like, this is
Anywhere you say,
so 1990s, but it's just it's
clearing terrain.
cheesy 1990s that's bad. I need more money. Like all things, the U.S. government is not allowed to run out of money because it just prints more. Well, I can't print money, but I can print oil.
Have a job for
What do
me.
you got? USA Armor Division. Armor detail reporting. Lighten them up. Let's grease
Eh.
deliver an ordnance.
But then we have like so, and here's the next thing: is that imagine how bad. Either depending upon which one we say is worse. Just remember, we have Prometheus, and then we have Alien Covenant on the list of alien movies. And let's be real, those are way worse. Those have way more real story problems than Alien 3 or Resurrection. That's the sad part.
Proceeding to target zone.
And as I was talking to, where'd you go? Hideki, the real sad part about this is the fact that, like, CGI, like the heavy use of CGI in all these different movies that really don't need it. That's the sad part. Like,
Proceeding to target zone.
the Alien Resurrection, is, the alien looks
Taking new ground.
not that great in open light,
Proceeding to
but
target
the
zone.
practical effects are pretty darn good.
Ready for action.
Shoot him.
Your arms in the air.
There we go.
Search and destroy. Meet
Yeah, let's
your
not blow
new
that up.
order. Let's build.
Let's get you over here, actually.
Make my own road.
And the sets look really good too. That grungy, grimy, dark setting. I like that. Well, no, because most of the time it's CGI. That's the other problem. You know, one of the things that the original Alien did right is that they only give you a glimpse of it,
Building is ours.
and it's, you know, just a quick view, and you never really get a good view of it. It's just enough to tell that it's something, but you don't really know what it is. And in Alien 2, they give you a little bit better look, and it looks a little more, I wouldn't say fake. Yeah, I would agree. Here's the other part about this, is I've heard that argument. I agree and I disagree. It really does. They did a fantastic. It's one of the reasons why the original Alien movies is my favorite movie. It does such a fantastic job of bringing out that dark, scary feel, and I would say that that's lost in modern horror. And this is someone who has a very low tolerance for horror. we think that gore is horror, and that's a stupid freaking thing to do.
Armor detail reporting.
Paladin tank in the
Like, I mean, gore and explicit stuff like that doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't get to me. Alien is just, it's dark and it's scary, but it's also fun, in my opinion. I mean, it's weird. I don't know why. Alien's one of those horror movies that never really gets to me. Absolutely. You know, we like to think that, like, oh, I'm going to make a monster that's really scary. And I was like, the monster that's the scariest is the one that you never see, but know that it exists. You know, hell, it's one of, like, the little key moments in the movie, whereas they say, Mom used to tell me that, that monsters didn't exist, but I've seen them. You know, it's like, okay, that, you know, that's a bit of a different thing. It's the fact that, you know, what we believe to be real isn't real, and what we believe to not be real exists. That's a pretty scary concept.
Lost.
And the xenomorph all by itself is a pretty scary thing too, but it's secondary to the fact that there's that little quote in there that's like, you know, hey, the things that we believe to be real are not the things they are. Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, another good one is, in that regard, would probably be, oh my god, Cloverfield. Cloverfield never reveals the actual
Something for everyone.
monster. They get close. They give you glimpses. They even give you some far off shots. But I think it's only with the, like, I think back then HD wasn't a thing yet. It was only with the introduction of HD that really, no, it was not. I love Cloverfield. I love Cloverfield. It's not, people think that it's a bad monster movie, and you are right, because it's not a monster movie, it's a love story.
Lost.
It's just a love story in a horror movie. Like, the whole premise of the movie is not the monster. The monster is just simply the thing that drives the plot. It has no purpose other than to drive the plot. Period. It is the thing that makes you think about what matters most in life. That is literally its only job.
Unit lost.
And that was its point, and it did a great job of doing that.
Armor detail reporting.
And they answer where it comes from, they answer all that fun stuff. So, like, I would say there's probably, if I remember correctly, there's not that many plot holes that I can think of in Cloverfield. Can you just not shoot in there?
for perfection. I'll be there.
And that's one of the things that I always thought was kind of silly, was people would say the same thing. Oh, Cloverfield was a bad monster movie, and I was like, yeah, if you consider it to be a monster movie, absolutely. Yeah, let's not talk about 10 Cloverfield Lane. I bought that because I was told that it was supposed to be kind of like a Cloverfield sequel, and okay, well, let's talk about that. Like, what about it was bad? Like, what about Cloverfield was a bad movie? Like, which part? Oh, jeez.
Clocked in. Making repairs.
Crusader tank responding.
Yeah, it's part of the greater world, which didn't make any sense to me either, because, like, the monster was not...
Unit
Well, it's
lost.
not a mix. I mean, it's just, it's... The entire thing is finding the monster, and the whole point is that at the very beginning you see some clips that were just individually recorded by the I forget their names. But then the next section is the actual monster event, and the very tail end of it is the stuff that wasn't recorded over. And it explains where stuff, or what was going on, which I like that.
Come on in.
I didn't think it was like a bad or a hindrance. I think most people got mad because it was like, oh, I didn't get to see the monster, and I was like, you're not supposed to see the monster because the monster doesn't freaking matter. Like, if you're watching the movie for the monster, I don't know what to tell you.
Got room for five.
That's usually the arguments that I hear.
In my field of fire.
But like in Alien, Jaws, things like that. Chronicle. I've never heard of Chronicle.
On your command. Crusader tank responding.
Do I have all my F-22s here? Very good. Okay, now I'm going to just send all my F-22s to die.
Unit lost.
Love it. Here we go.
Heavy armor ready for action. This'll wake them up.
Let's get over here
Proceeding
then.
to target zone. Delivering ordnance. Proceeding to
Unit
target zone.
lost.
Shoot it.
Wide open. Anywhere you say, sir. Lighten them up. Open in. Anywhere you say, sir. Open in.
So it's the plot of The Predator.
Taking new ground.
The Predator. Oh my gosh.
Lighten them up. Taking new ground.
Unit
Crusader
lost.
tank responding.
When was that made? I don't recognize that movie.
Taking new ground. Taking new ground. Taking new ground. Moving in.
See again, like this mission literally, if you just kind of wait till they all get out and then just attack all at once, they just blow up everything. You have unlimited of them. 2012, okay. So I may look at that.
Clearing terrain.
So the only problem is I still have this is still part of that childhood in me that just basically goes, oh, if it looks really really bad, I don't think I can handle it.
Blow 'em wide open. Let's grease 'em. Taking new ground. This'll wake 'em up.
Ooh, I have a great conspiracy idea. What if CGI is just as bad as it was back then? It's just that since everything is CGI, we can't tell the difference. With a practical set, you can tell the difference.
Moving in. Anywhere you say, sir. Taking new ground. Anywhere you say, sir.
Yeah, I never watched Blair Witch. I heard the premise and I immediately got bored by it. And no, I take it back. No, I saw it years later. I think after, like, 'cause remember, Blair Witch didn't come out when HD was a thing, and that HD really ruined a lot of older movies. A lot of them.
Anywhere you say, sir. Anywhere you say, sir. Proceeding to target zone. Blow 'em wide
I remember people loving that movie, but they were also like, "Oh no, it was a real thing. It's a real thing." And it's like, because back then I don't think the internet was a thing either. I don't think so. At least not really. And it wasn't until like years later that people were like, "Oh no, the Blair Witch is a thing. It's folklore. It's not real, but it's like the Paul Bunyan story. It's not really there.
Clearing terrain.
There's nothing actually there."
Clearing terrain. Anywhere you say, sir.
There's stuff up here too. Oh, we'll fix that.
Preparing jets for takeoff.
Yeah, I don't think Wikipedia is a thing yet, and that's what really kills a lot of that stuff. Yeah, the early 2000s might as well have been the 90s for all intents and purposes. Oh, there's still bad people here. Okay, cool.
Unit lost.
Oh, look at that. I didn't know that was there. Yeah, no Wikipedia. That was the biggest problem, I think.
Unit lost.
Anywhere you say, sir. Moving in. Taking new ground.
Our base is being
Proceeding to
attacked.
target zone. Anywhere you say, sir. Anywhere you say, sir.
I never heard of Fourth Kind. But again, remember, like, my tolerance for horror is very low.
Let's grease 'em. Moving in. Clearing terrain.
All
Proceeding
right.
to target zone. Proceeding to target zone.
I know. Let's send my F-22. Oh, they're still working on that. Okay.
Heavy armor ready for action. Proceeding to target zone.
Wait.
Preparing jets for takeoff.
Let's get my massive horde of Rangers
Ready
up
for
here.
action. Heading out. Search and destroy. Right here. Where are we going?
See, the thing is, there's enough real horror stories in the world. Like, you could probably do that, but no. Or there's enough
information from history to tell you that there's like some horrifying things that can happen, but
I'll build anywhere.
instead they want to do like the really like weird, like really far out there stuff. Like the idea of a ghost ship is like a really scary thing up until you realize there's like a handful of times that it's ever happened in history. Like when I say a handful of times, like I can probably count on one hand throughout the entirety of history.
Comanche here. Moving to new AO. Air cover's
But it's a
on
pretty
the way.
scary thing to like, you know, I think there was like a ship, I forget what it was. It was,
Oh man, it's been so long since I've actually read the story, but it was a legitimate like just reading it was kind of unnerving because the people that were there were like just really weirded out by it, and for good reason, by the way. Like there's a good reason they were weirded out by it because that was freaking weird. But like there was a ship that had gone missing for months, and then one day it just kind of shows up out of nowhere. It had been drifting along in the I guess the currents, and then finally like another ship found it, but it was just kind of drifting. It was fine. The ship was fine. The cargo was there. Everything was there, but no one else was. Nothing. It's like the stuff on the inside of the ship. Of course, stuff was knocked around and you know that kind of stuff. But there's no blood. There was no sign of a struggle. There was no sign of damage to the ship. There was nothing. It's just they all got off and didn't bother to get back on.
Terrorist base.
And
Destroyed by America.
like, okay, they thought, okay, well, what if it was a storm? And it's like, well, if it was a storm, like you wouldn't just abandon the ship, and you wouldn't have lost every single person, right?
Reports suggest that
So
key researchers,
where did they all
as well
go?
as a possible source of funding,
Like that was a pretty scary thing. And so then they boarded it and they searched it and like, what has happened here? And they couldn't figure out where it was going. When they finally figured out again where it was supposed to go, that it never reached its destination. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even supposed to be where it was. Like it was way off course. They just assumed it had sank. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, but that's a real quote unquote ghost story if you want to say it that way. But like, you could do a lot with that. Hey, Chaos, how's it going, man? But you are correct. Yay, Command and Conquer.
Thanks for the lift, boys. See you soon.
Ah, this is a stealth mission. I hate stealth missions.
Looks efficient, but I prefer the strength of our helixes.
Helix helicopters. I used to love these as a kid. I would just build up a ton of money and just build like 30 of them, fill them with bunkers and speaker towers, and then just throw them at the enemy because I thought they were great. Like, or just put like a bunch of Gatling cannons on them. Oh man, I was so stupid as a kid.
General, Colonel Burton and Black Lotus are in position. Their primary objective is this secret
Deadly
laboratory.
efficient.
Its location
No
was revealed by
obstacles.
the documents
Let's
captured
get
during
the
your
action.
last mission.
I'll be there.
All right, let's see here. I
Where we going?
kind of remember how to do this mission.
I'll take anything you
When
give
she
me.
has
I
completed her
think I
challenge,
can actually take
Colonel
on a
Burton
tank.
must bring down the mountainside on the lab
This
and
is
bury
too
it
easy.
forever.
Yep,
I'll be there. Let's get to the action.
I can just
I'll
walk right
take
up here.
anything you give me.
Oh yeah?
I hope you can. No obstacles.
Well, it's definitely a game worth getting.
Come on, punk.
Ooh, we got
Let's get the
friends.
I'll take anything you give me.
Oh, that's right. I do need these for, I think, for spotting stuff.
Train for perfection. Come on, punk. I'll take anything you give me.
Well, it is good to hear that you will soon be joining the... Oh, crap.
I'll be there.
Oh, that's not good. I got one drone left, and I probably
Colonel
need
Burton
that.
here. I'll be there. Where are we going? Let's get to the action. I'll be there.
I know I gotta blow up stuff back here.
I see the POW camp. Looks like they have a tunnel network that passes under the river.
Let's take their buildings from them.
Ah, the old satellite stuff. Oh, yeah? That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Like, do you still, I mean, I don't know. Maybe well, I guess it depends on your version of Windows. Like, you probably still find the physical copies of it. I know, I have mine somewhere. Somewhere.
Nice work, Lotus. Tunnel's down here. Just take care of a couple guards, and I'll have everyone free. Right here.
I remember the days when I didn't have internet.
I'll take anything you give me.
Those
Where
were
we
good
going?
days.
I'll take anything
The internet, I honestly, has
Where we going?
benefited me greatly and also destroyed so much stuff. I would say the invention, or the adoption of the internet as a standard for video gaming has probably done more damage to the video game industry than I could possibly imagine.
No obstacles.
Like, online gaming is fine, but like the idea of spreading video games by via internet's probably done so much damage. Or maybe it's just the same time. Oof. Yeah, that sucks, man. Like, I think mine are in a box in the attic somewhere. Way back in the day.
I'll take anything you give me. Where are we going? Let's get to the action. I'll be there. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Here we go.
Be there.
Wait, you have it connected to your Origin account? Generals didn't require you to connect anything,
I'll be there. Where are we going?
right? I mean, am I misremembering? I just had a disc.
Been detected.
I'll take anything you
I don't remember having to connect to anything.
Come on. Remote demo. I know just what it needs.
Although I do remember that if you ever, like back in the day when you had CD keys
No,
that you actually had to assign to stuff, if you assigned like Medal of Honor CD keys, like you could only install it like one at a time, and the game would never let you do it again or something like that, or it wouldn't let you
Come on.
which is this install it more than once at a time. Like, it was ridiculous.
Where are we going? Where are we
Oh
going?
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I'll be there. No obstacle.
I'm just thinking, I was like, what are you, what?
I'll take anything you give me.
Ah,
No obstacles. This is too easy.
oof.
Come on.
Unit,
Ah,
you have been defeated.
no. Okay, that's fine. I kind of bombed that one anyway. Yeah, we're gonna play that again. Oh, I hate forced freaking stealth missions.
Destroyed by American forces while defending civilian relief convoys has yielded documents that provide important clues regarding the GLA's toxin program. Reports suggest that a key research facility, as well as a possible source of
Ooh,
funding
Toxin General,
for the
Dr.
program,
Thrax.
has been identified.
I spent so many hours in this game. It's not funny. It's actually kind of sad how much time I spent playing this game. This game, Counter-Strike, and Dungeon Siege.
This is James Seabury reporting from
Because he's British, man. Come on. Look, British people are weird, but they're refined. My big question is, why is nobody paying attention to the giant bombs that are getting dropped in one location followed by the helicopters? No one cares. Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie. If I get more time tomorrow, I'm probably gonna want to keep playing Aliens. All I'm thinking about is like, man, if I get extra time tomorrow, am I gonna do that? Like, should I do that? Maybe I should take a break. It's like, no, I want to play Aliens. I really shouldn't. I really should take a day or two off. Like, or sorry, a day off. Like, I should actually stick to my schedule. But no, it's like, no, I want to play Aliens. And the thing is, like, I want to play it because it is kind of janky, but it's a great game. It's so much fun.
General, Colonel Burton
No
and Black
obstacles.
Lotus are in
I'll take
position.
anything you
Their
give me.
primary objective is this secret laboratory. Its location was
No
revealed by the
obstacles.
documents
No
captured during your
obstacles.
last mission.
Let's get to the action. No obstacles.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for giving us a fellow chaos.
No obstacles.
One
No,
shot.
it's a good. Hey man, that's good. After this, what I'm probably gonna do is probably do a little bit more Command and Conquer, and I'll do the challenge mode on hard because that's what we do here,
I'll be there.
and probably get my butt kicked a
Where we
lot.
going?
But I'll probably restart
Where we
my Command and Conquer Generals challenge
take
mode,
anything you give me.
and then after that we'll probably hit Red Alert 2 and then maybe 3, depending. Red Alert 1, I don't think I'll be able to handle. I don't think I don't even know if Red Alert 2 will work, actually, now that I think about it. I have to, like, fiddle with the INI files just to get this game to go full screen. I have no idea what Red Alert 2 is going to do, but, man, it's probably going to look jank. Oh, it's going to look weird. But if I can, maybe what I'll do is I'll get that or Tiberian Sun going. That'll be fun.
I've never played Tiberian Sun, so if I can get it running, I definitely want to do that.
Tunnel's down here. Just take care of a couple guards, and I'll have everyone free. What do you got? Where are we going? I own him.
My favorite is the Air Force General for America, and then for the Chinese, I'll usually do tank or infantry. And that it just depends on what I'll do there. And then for the GLA, which I suck at entirely, I'll usually go with Prince Kassad, the covert ops general.
I'll take anything you give me.
Why are you going around? So I'll probably go with the Air Force General, since that's what I played last time and I never finished it.
No obstacles. This is too easy.
Yeah, I think I made it to the last mission on the Air Force General, and I think I got frustrated and quit. But I remember playing it a lot when I was a kid. The real issue is the fact that
I'll be there.
since I have 2 monitors now.
Where are we going? Let's get to the action.
Well, no.
Let's see what you got. This is too easy.
Oh, we can kill it.
Let's see what you got. I'll be there.
Back away.
No obstacles.
Don't get caught. Heal up. What was I gonna say? I lost it. Darn it. My drone's just chilling out. The last mission, I was hard because with 2 screens, I'm trying to actually just move over. When I try to move my screen over, it screws up the game. So then I lose like 5 or 6 seconds while I try to get everything back up and running. And then what ends up happening is that I end up just 5 or 6 seconds over and over and over again screws me over.
Unit forces get too close, they will be detected.
Ah, god dang it!
You have been defeated.
I forget how to do that then. I forget. I genuinely can't remember how to finish this mission. I know I gotta blow all that crap up.
Destroyed by American
Exactly.
defending civilian relief convoys has yielded documents that provide
Why does it make me go through this again? I should probably just save at the beginning of every
reports suggest
mission.
the key research facility, as well as a possible source of funding for the
Frustrating.
program, have been
See, back in the day, I used to have a
identified.
few.
Though the US commander will not provide confirmation. Our network
Hey, no
analysts
worries, man.
that if the intelligence is reliable,
Yes, sir. Yes, fucker. You are doing it right. As a matter of fact, if I could have 3 monitors, I would. Sadly, I'm a bit anal when it comes down to how things look, and if I'm gonna buy another monitor, it's probably gonna be one of the same kind. My monitor cost me about $800, so having 2 of them, let alone 3, is a bit pricey. Can't do that. And heck, actually, I got mine at a deal. Mine was only technically mine is, was it $400? It was worth $8. Nah, see, this is a 32-inch. Sir, that's a lot of money. That is mucho grande money. All right, now we're gonna learn our lesson because it only takes 2 times for me to learn a lesson. I don't blame you. One of the things I also realized yesterday is that my monitor was not. My monitor was not running at 144 hertz, which made me very angry. Nope. Ah, come on. Let's just start here. Tree Fitty.
What do you got?
General.
I get that Loch Ness monster and I walk up and he goes, I'm gonna eat about Tree Fitty. He's like, God dang Loch Ness monster!
Its location was revealed
Oh
by
man,
documents
talk about a
captured
reference that
by
nobody else is gonna get. Like you have to be born in the 90s to, or sorry, born in the late 80s, early 90s to get that reference. Like nobody's gonna understand that reference.
For download, Colonel Burton must bring down the mountainside on the lab and bury it forever.
What are you doing?
Where are we going?
Which Kane? I didn't see any Kane reference, man. I'm sorry.
All right, I see the POW camp. Looks like they have a tunnel network that passes under the river.
The guy who played Kane in the original Command, what's the original Command and Conquer, the Tiberian games, that guy was cool. Like, he made a great Kane, and he really went into his role.
Their building is ours.
Oh man, I remember. I think I do remember playing a little bit of Tiberian Sun now, because I remember I was playing Command and Conquer 3, and I was excited because they brought him back in there.
Let's get to the action. No
Was he in Red Alert? I don't think so. Or the original? Was he in the original Command and Conquer?
Take anything you give me.
I never played the original one.
No obstacles.
I never played classic Command and Conquer. I only played
I'll take anything.
Red Alert 2. I played a little bit of Red Alert Generals, and then I've played 3, and then I've played Command and Conquer 3. I must have played a little bit of Tiberian Sun, because now that I'm thinking about it, I remember him being in that game too, but I don't remember anything about the game. So,
Let's get to the action.
okay, Red Alert 1.
No obstacles. Needs an attitude adjustment.
That sounds about right.
I don't get it. This is too easy. No obstacles.
Let's get you nice and safe here. Oh, absolutely.
Let's get
And he does a fantastic job whenever he's doing it. I love that.
Come on, punk. Where are we going? I don't get it. Needs an attitude adjustment.
The one thing that I did not like about 3, though, is 3 just...
I don't get it.
Command & Conquer 3 has something wrong with it, and it just... I can't always quite... I just can't put my finger on it. Okay, we're going to learn our lesson this time. Oops, what am I doing? No. Return to
Thing you
game.
give me. No obstacles. Where are we going? I'll be there. Where are we going?
I don't know that story. Genuinely, I don't know how I
Our
got to be the
Colonel
role of
Burton
Kane.
has been detected.
Shoot him.
General, it appears that there are several
Oh,
GLA
absolutely.
radar
No,
bands in the area.
I take it back. I have played Command &
Forces
Conquer
get too
4.
close, they will
Oh,
be
I guess
detected.
they're, Run, boys, run! Yeah, Command & Conquer 4. Tiberian Twilight was awful. I don't know who put that together and thought that was going to be a good idea. That was just a god-awful decision. Are they seriously looking for me that way?
What do you got?
Our
Are you
Colonel
kidding
Burton
me?
has
What
been
the hell?
detected. Unit lost.
Oh, god dang it. See, this is why 2 monitors kind of suck sometimes. I clicked off. And then it crashes the game. Well, you get to see my background again. It's alright. 3 Canes in a row?
Our victorious forces continue.
That's weird. No. I refuse.
Keeping it cool.
Now let's move you guys way up here.
Train for perfection. Keeping it cool. Let's see what you got.
Leave me alone.
Colonel
Shoot
Burton
him.
here. Let's see what you got.
There we go.
I've
Move
seen
you
it
away.
all.
No.
Train for perfection.
That sounds funny. Alright, now can I get near you?
Anything give me. I'll
Our
take
Colonel
anything.
Burton
No.
has been detected.
Let's get the action. No obstacles.
Alright, so he's gonna kill me pretty fast. So I need to actually... Can I just let's see if I can whittle him down. That sounds pretty cool. I like people that are kind of like that. But hey, guys, it's September. You know what next month is, right?
This is too easy. Let's get the action.
Y'all know what next month's gonna be.
Let's see what you got. No
It's
obstacles.
gonna be the month where I'm not gonna get any sleep.
I don't need it. Let's see what you got.
Run away!
Action.
Yes, I know Colonel Burton is severely wounded. Yeah, he's kind of like Keanu Reeves. He doesn't really age that much. I remember him being in Command & Conquer 3, and yeah, I remember him being in Tiberian Sun. I must have played Tiberian Sun. Oh, because I have made a promise that I am going to be doing horror games all through October, and I have a very, very low tolerance for horror games. And so I'm going to start off with Soma, and then do Amnesia, and maybe some other stuff here and there. But it's going to be a nightmare for me. It's going to be an absolute nightmare for me.
I'm sure the families of those men will be happy to hear they've been rescued.
Well, they're probably not going to see them
The
again.
GLA's lab is directly north of your current position. There are a number of GLA defenses still along the route. Be careful.
I have never played these games. I have no reference for them whatsoever. So I just know they are considered to be some of the best horror games made. And well, if I can, I'm going to do Dead Space, because classic Dead Space. Yep. Heck, I mean, I think Dying Light is kind of creepy. And I know everybody was laughing at me when I was doing Dying Light, because I was like, I've had it for years. I think I bought it when it first came out, because here's the thing: I'm always fascinated by horror, but I just have no stomach for it.
This is too easy. I'll be there.
What? Shoot, dude! What is that? Oh my gosh! Is it this? And now you can probably shoot stuff. It is, comparatively speaking, so like Dead Space, it took me years to get through Dead Space. 'Cause Dead Space freaked me out too much.
No obstacles. Where are we going?
Don't laugh at me.
Always prepared. Heading out. Search and destroy.
I mean, Dying Light is bad enough to me where we only played it one time, even though I wanted to keep playing it. But I'm pretty sure the game would have just eventually devolved into me going, okay, I think I'm getting a little bit too much out of this.
General, it appears that there are several GLA radar vans in the area. If your forces get too close, they will be detected.
No obstacles. I'll be there.
Alright, Snipper Man, do your thing. No, CNC4 is a horror game, but not in the same way that Amnesia is a horror game. It's a horror game in the sense that it was a horror that it was ever made.
I'll fire at anything. Sure thing.
I see everything. Getting a better view. He's in full view.
Like, I don't know why. The only thing that I can think of was that somebody decided that they wanted to try and make Command & Conquer like a mobile game, and that was their attempt at it, and it was just absolutely atrocious. And then they go, well, obviously nobody likes, Command & Conquer anymore, so we're just gonna shelve the entire thing.
Army's elite.
Good. And they deserved to have lost tons of money on that.
Always prepared.
As soon as you start saying, I'm gonna take this strategy franchise and make it into a wide-ranging thing, that's when you know you've already failed.
I see everything.
I think Wasteland is probably one of the only games that can pull that off, and even then it doesn't do it very well.
Come on, punk.
Ready for action. Rally point confirmed. Always prepared. Take a new position.
Like doing
What do you got? I'll be there.
strategy games are strategy games, and you should keep them as strategy games. Doesn't mean you can't have other games. Doesn't mean you can't have
Special forces here. Rally point confirmed.
things that can work on multiple platforms. But you gotta really think hard about what you're gonna be able to do and how you're gonna do it. I don't see how that was supposed to be the case.
Clean and out.
I really don't. I mean, how are you supposed to do that whenever you had just, like, the base building aspect didn't even exist?
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
Like, I genuinely don't know how you were supposed to do that.
Always prepared. Clean and house.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, like, I don't see how you're supposed to do that when, in reality, like, it's just, it had nothing going for it. It was just a bad idea.
I
I'm sure that the story would have been okay, but like everything else about it was just absolutely atrocious. Yeah, that I agree.
Special forces here.
And it's one of those things where like I feel bad being mean about it, but it's like I don't know why y'all thought this was a good idea. It's like we have a franchise that everybody loves, and we're gonna take it and we're gonna tweak it. And it's like, okay, and what are you gonna do with that tweak? It's like, oh, we're gonna make it simpler and easier for everyone involved. Okay, are you sure? And you're like, yeah, this is gonna be great. It's like, no, it's not. And I hate that. I despise that mentality of, well, if we just make it to where anyone can play it and it's just simple and everyone will love it, then there's no way we'll lose. In the reality, all it does is make everybody hate your product.
Sniper here. I'll sneak
And then some corporate moron goes, well, obviously nobody likes this franchise anymore, otherwise they would have bought it. And it's like, that's the
What do you got? No.
like child way of looking at this, but okay.
Come on. No obstacles. Where are we going? Army's elite.
Like, it really does kind of make me like just almost sick to my stomach that mentality is how a lot of people see the video game industry. It's like the game Mercenaries. I don't know if anybody played that game, but Mercenaries used to be one of my favorite franchises up until they murdered it, and they just shelved it and said, we made money off of it and it was doing pretty good, but we weren't making enough money off of it. And it's like, what? It's like, we're making pretty good money, but not enough money. It's like, what is this, Fox? See, oh no, absolutely, I agree. The remaster completely blows the idea out of the water, and that's what I think that's what we're seeing right now. Is we're seeing we are seeing the revitalization of old franchises. Oh crap! I'm about to lose a bunch of guys. We're seeing them test the waters. We saw it with Mass Effect, and we're seeing it with Command & Conquer, and we're not done yet. I believe we're going to see a few more old games remastered, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to figure out what they can sell. I think some companies are wising up and realizing that this whole idea of making games that are just for everyone isn't working, and I think that they're losing money on them. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them are. You know, not everybody's going to be able to make Fortnite, of course. That's just, you know, if you think you can, you're a dummy. But I really, really think that we're going to see some older games get remastered, and I'm happy for that.
The GLA have upgraded their tank shells to contain poisons.
Where are we going?
Be careful.
Oh no,
No
poison.
obstacles. Let's get to the action. Come on, punk.
Come
Where
here,
are we
can I
going?
blow you up?
Let's get to the action. I'll be there.
Run away!
Let's get to the action.
Come here, tank. But so yeah, that's why we saw the Mass Effect remaster, which I also need to put on my list of things to get. Oh, hello. Let's fix you guys up.
Right here.
And then with Command & Conquer, then we saw, what was it? Some other stuff that's been remastered recently. And I approve. Oh, yeah, and of course Skyrim gets a second remaster, which is kind of weird, but okay.
No obstacles.
Anybody else find that kind of weird? That Skyrim gets a second remaster?
Anything you give me needs an attitude adjustment.
Actually, no, probably not. I'm being unfair. Skyrim's gotten more than 2 remasters. It's technically gotten a couple.
GLA base. Intel never said anything about this being here. Doesn't look like they were expecting me. A little C4 here and there, and I'll make short work of this place. Just say the word, General.
No obstacles.
Yeah, I gotta get over there first.
Let's get to the action. Let's get to the action. No obstacles.
I know, right? No, take it back. They fixed one bug. Actually, so my history with Skyrim is very frustrating. Because a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, when Skyrim first came out,
There's a tunnel network and guards out front. I could slip past them into the compound if I climb down the cliffs on the south end of the camp.
yeah.
No obstacles. Let's get to the action.
So, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I bought Skyrim when it first came out. Actually, my girlfriend at the time bought it for me. And I played the living crap out of it. It was the first game that gave me a real open world sandbox that I actually really enjoyed. And I'd still say I enjoy the game. It's just not an RPG. That's the only thing I would say about it. And so, as I get to the very end of the game, I'm now this super high level, really weird build because I like to be a heavy hitter and I like to be stealthy and I like to be an archer. It's like I want to be everything, and so Skyrim let me be everything. So there it is. Come on, get down there. Oh my gosh, this is one of the buggier things about this game. I want to climb a mountain. Oh, you mean you want to go down this path? No, I want to climb the mountain. And that bug was that 1% of all games, this is the statistic, and I found it out later, 1% of all games, the moment they are started, have a bug. And that bug is just baked into the rest of the game. So you will not know the bug exists until you reach the bug. And the bug is that the very last... Oh, God dang it. The bug is the very last... What's finding me? Oh, this thing. Run. The bug is that the very last dungeon, or the very last boss fight, the door won't open. Does not matter what you do, the door will never open. I did not know this. I did not know this until I spent like probably over 100 or 200 hours playing this game. I was furious when I found this out, but every time I've tried to play it afterwards, I just never had the heart to do it. I never wanted to. I didn't care enough because I was like, man, it just reminds me of the time that I spent so many days and hours dumping it into Skyrim just for that one bug to screw everything up. All right, let's save real quick. I don't think if I plant charges, I don't remember if I'll actually be seen, but maybe. Yeah, I'll be seen. Yeah. Oh, come on.
You have been defeated.
Yeah, no, I was very unhappy, and I remember. I think I still have my Xbox 360 that I played it on. I want to just exit, and then we'll load the game back up. Bro, I'm really glad I saved there.
Keeping it cool.
Let's blow that up.
Needs an attitude adjustment.
Yeah, so I was a bit unhappy.
This is too easy. No obstacles.
Oh, I guess I didn't really blow that up then, did I? Okay. Can I don't think rocket people can actually do much with that either, so
I've seen it all. No obstacles.
I'll just have to kind of, whittle this guy down. It was a game bug. But it was because at this time, they had not patched it until over a year after they had it out. Like, because it was only 1% of games, right? So like 1% is not something that they're really going to worry about. So they didn't. But it was a game bug that they fixed for the Skyrim special, or so the Skyrim edition for PC. They had fixed it at that point. And then because it was the HD remaster, I bought it for PC and realized, I was like, oh, it looks pretty much the exact same. And there's very little difference between the two, so then I kind of just, nah. And plus the idea of starting over from scratch really didn't appeal to me. I keep telling myself one day I'm going to go back and actually replay it, but that would mean that I have to actually go back and replay it. I think, and again, I didn't use any like cheat sheets or any kind of strategy guides for the game to like find the stones of Baron Zaya or to find little things like that. And there were lots of little bugs in the game that I thought were kind of funny. Like one of my favorite bugs was the there's a bug if you go to the very far north, there was a what do you call it? It's a let's get you guys out of here. There was a bug where sometimes the game would launch a bunch of dead horses at you, and you would hear them off in the background all die and then just fly at you. I love those little bugs. Those were funny. Like, at first I thought it was kind of like a little Easter egg that I had done. Nah, there's just a bug that if you reach a certain point in the north, right next to where, like, there's a, I forget what it was called, but there's like some, what was it? There's a main story mission that's near the area, but like if you go in there but do something else, like it launches a bunch of horses at you for no reason. And I thought it was like just a gag, like you know, all right, cool. But I was like, no, it's a real thing. It's just a bug. Oh, y'all can't. I thought flashbangs were good for that, but alright, whatever.
Our Colonel Burton has been detected.
Yeah, that was a minor bug. I don't think many people actually ran into that one.
That's the last of them. Second POW camp is secure.
Army's elite.
Someone should tell
Rally
Lotus
point
to hurry up.
confirmed. Ready for
I don't wanna
action.
be kept waiting in the lab.
Army's elite. Rally point confirmed. Ready for action. Search and destroy. Special forces here. Need a point man.
There we go.
Ready for action. Take a new
Infantry?
position.
No problem.
Army's elite. Special forces here. On the go.
This
Hooray!
weapon has two modes.
Yes,
The
sir.
first generates a
coupling
continuous
optimized.
microwave field in front of the vehicle,
Is there a
very
threat?
lethal to all
There we go.
units.
Come on.
Sir.
The
Ready
second
for action.
allows it to disrupt
Search
the
and
function
destroy.
Yeah, no,
of the
it-
target
Rally point
building.
confirmed.
Unfortunately, Skyrim suffers from the same problem that
Those tunnel networks and stinger sites
Special
starting
forces
about.
here.
I'll slip right by.
HPM vehicles.
the same problem that Fallout suffers from now. Fallout 4 suffered from the same thing Skyrim did. They removed all the RPG elements. That's it. They didn't remove them all. They just let you be whatever you wanted to be, however you wanted to be it, instead of actually building a character, which I really hated it. Yeah, Bethesda.
Is there a threat?
Don't get me wrong. I'm not against like letting your character have, you know, subclasses or things like that, but like you can't be everything. And as much fun as it was to be a sniper, heavy weapons, you know, wielder in Skyrim, and a mage, as much fun as that was, it kind of ruined part of the experience in a lot of ways.
Adjusting systems for transport. Target location set. Target location set.
Sorry. I tend to also be a bit long-winded, so, oh crap. Run away!
Polished and ready. Closing
Move,
the
move,
distance.
move, move, move!
Sir.
Well, that guy's dead.
This is too easy.
I just got the thing killed. God dang it.
Let's get the action.
Oh, I probably really need to go back and fix that. Oh, do I want to load?
Closing the distance.
I kind of want to load.
We're moving.
Yeah, let's load. That sucks.
I've seen it all.
Sorry, guys, but like, I think I actually need the microwave tank for
An attitude.
game reasons.
Where are we going? Let's get the action.
But yeah, no. So Fallout 4 suffers from the same problem that Skyrim does, and that's the fact that they removed all the RPG elements out of it. Or sorry, they watered them down to the point where they might as well not exist, and that's one of its biggest flaws. All right, 1 second. It has the bones of being a good game, in my opinion, but it's really built around to
This is too easy.
there's no missions that are built or geared toward any given character. So that's one of its just the most annoying thing ever. And I would even say that like Wasteland 3 suffers from the same problem. Wasteland 3 I actually really enjoy, but it really suffers from the fact that
Where are we going?
yeah, well, I guess it doesn't suffer in the same way, but it does suffer in a specific way. But we'll talk about that whenever I actually finally stream that and show it off. But it allows your character to be so good at everything that they're kind of useless in like any kind of there's no attachment to the character in my opinion. Like, okay, I'm the Dragonborn, that's great. My special power that should extend to everybody is the dragon shouts, and you should have shouts that do different things to, you know, appease different classes. You can have battle mages, you can have combat thieves, you can have those. Like there's two classes, not I can be everything at once. Oh my god. So it actually did get better, quote unquote. I would still say that it's garbage. Fallout is not meant to be a multiplayer game. if you did Fallout as classic Fallout and did it multiplayer, that might work. But that's about it. I have zero interest in playing Fallout with other people. I bought, and here's the thing, I bought Fallout 76. I bought the Power Armor edition. I love the Fallout franchise. And I was hoping beyond hope that that game was going to be good. And I ignored all the warning signs for it. There were so many times that I was telling myself, oh, no, this is going to be bad. And I was like, nope. And I hate the fact that I was right. Let's put it that way. I despise the fact that I was right.
The first generates a continuous microwave field in front of the vehicle.
It very much pissed me off that I spent like $200 on a game like that. Yeah. You know what? The musical score for Skyrim was pretty good too.
We're moving. Closing the distance.
General, the GLA know we are here.
Again, like I'm not against Fallout 4 as an example. So it is. It's absolute trash. Fallout 76 is one of those games that. Oh, sorry, Fallout 4. Let's just start with Fallout 4. My love for the Fallout franchise, because when I was a kid, Fallout 3 had come out, and when it did, I had never experienced the Fallout universe before. And whenever I saw Fallout 3, I was hooked. I loved it. A post-apocalyptic universe where, you know, like you're just kind of surviving, and you have to make a character. Now, here's the thing. I, to this day, am absolute and utter garbage at creating characters in any kind of RPG that isn't tabletop. And even then, I wouldn't say I'm good at it then either. But like in a video game, because everything is instant gratification, I tend to forget what it was that I was building. Oh, absolutely. Save that. There we go. But whenever Fallout 3 came out, I was like, oh, this is great. And then New Vegas came out, and I was like, buy it. And I bought it. I pre-ordered it, but I didn't pre-order the special edition. I just pre-ordered the game, and I actually didn't like it at first, and I had to wait about a year before coming back to it, and then I absolutely loved it. I have no idea what it was that turned me off of it at first, but it did. And when I went back to it, I loved it, and even now, I'd say it rivals, in my opinion, Fallout 3 for being one of the best games I've played, at least for the Fallout franchise. When Fallout 4 came out, they were doing the Bethesda, I guess, event, whatever, and I was so excited. I made my girlfriend at the time sit down and watch it with me, because I was like, I don't ask you to watch anything that I want to watch. I never do, but you will sit down and watch this with me. And she did. It was great. And I was so excited because, like, oh, we're gonna add in base building, we're gonna add in like you know, different towns that you can, you know, actually interact with and intertrade and whatnot. I was like, oh, this sounds like right up my alley. I love it. And it didn't quite come out to what I was hoping, but it still did a pretty darn good job. But the issue came out with, they removed the class system and, you know, actually building a character. And I never got over that. And so it really hurt the replay value, in my opinion, of Fallout 4. That and the fact that the character sucked and I didn't care. Like, there was at no point in time did I actually care about any of the characters, which is another big problem. They don't really give you a reason to care about pretty much anybody in Fallout 4. Everybody's expendable, nobody matters, and by the time that you do find out who they are, you just don't care.
Rally point confirmed.
Sniper here.
Special forces here.
No. Do not. No. Run.
Whoa!
I know my way around.
Ready for action. Polished and ready. Humvee here. Keep it clean. HPM
There we go.
standing doing what's right. Army's elite. Heading out. Rally point
Yeah,
confirmed. Polished and ready.
I'm more than happy for someone to tell me that I'm wrong on this, but I don't think I am. I think I'm pretty much. I think I'm being very fair.
Getting a better view. They won't notice me.
Despite many people telling me that I'm being very unfair about lots of things, I think that I'm being very fair to Fallout 4.
Enemies of the free world. Taking her in.
And I think actually Fallout 4 was supposed to have a multiplayer, and they pulled it at the last minute, I think. But I can't. That's been too long. I was so pissed off at Fallout 4 and 76 that I kind of just didn't care.
Doing what's right.
I think that was the worst part. Is that once I became apathetic to it, that was when I knew that I was done.
They won't notice me. No one's looking.
And I think that's like, I think that's a lot of people. Is that, you know, if I hate something, that means I still care. Once I stop caring, that's it. You're not getting me back on board. Jeez.
I see.
Hopefully you didn't live in ruins very long.
Let's pop some tanks.
Where's the? There it is. I was gonna say, where'd my Humvee go?
Let's go.
I'll be your spotter.
I'll fire at anything. On the trail.
Come on in. How about a lift? Polished and ready. We're moving. Taking her in. We're moving. Closing the distance.
Get in there.
The free world.
I know my way around.
Keep it clean. We fight for peace.
Get you some.
Yes, sir. We fight for peace. We're moving. Confirmed. Got room for
Unit
five.
lost.
Let's go.
Now, the fun stuff.
Let's pop some tanks. You bet.
Protecting our people.
Building my identity.
Keep it clean.
Unit
Oof.
lost.
Fight for peace. Enemies of the free world.
I forgot the battle buses.
Confirmed.
Freaking GLA Humvees.
I want to blow something up.
Special forces here.
Oh, I can't capture the building. That's right. Ah, god dang it.
Doing what's right.
Wait, then why is this here? I could have sworn I could have captured the building.
Paladin tank in the field. Closing the distance. Army's elite. Special forces here. Protecting our people.
See, Fallout 4 is one of those games that if you're playing it for the story, you're going to be disappointed. But if you play it for like what it is, it's not that bad.
Let me launch one.
My big thing is the fact that it definitely failed to meet my expectations.
Blow something up.
And Fallout 3 had such a fantastic game. It was just such a fantastic game to me that I was already ready. I was kind of preparing myself. Okay, it's not going to be as good. Don't think it's going to be Fallout 3, but the lack of content and yet the overabundance of it at the same time was kind of weird. You had all these different groups that were supposed to be quote unquote, you know, in the universe, but I didn't really feel like they were actually mattered. You know, like the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 4 was a plot device. It wasn't actually a faction that mattered. Nothing you did with them actually made a difference in the universe. That was kind of weird. Let's see what else. I probably have to like kind of like think about it a little bit more, but I remember just thinking like, why do I care about any of these factions? Like the only thing that I thought was kind of cool was being able to fight with Liberty Prime. That was pretty fun. But like, whatever. It's cool. Where's my where'd my mouse go? There we go.
Right here. I'll take anything you give me. No obstacles. I own him.
Yeah. Wait, where'd my sniper go? There you are.
I see everything.
Our Colonel Burton has been
What do you
detected.
got? Let's see what you
Yeah, one of the things I also would like to... You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a Fallout 1, 2, and... wasn't there a Tactics? Or is that 2? I can't remember. I'd like to see Fallout 1 and 2 remastered so I can actually play the darn things.
Where are we going?
Let's get the action. Paladin tank in the microwave.
Let's get you guys up here.
Maintaining wavelength integrity. Doing what's right. Enemies of the free world. Humvee here. Come on.
I'm not sure how a microwave tank is able to shut down a tunnel with a gun on it.
Enemies of the free world. You can depend on it. We fight for peace. It will be an honor. Closing the distance. Closing the distance. We fight for peace.
Back up.
It will be an honor. Yes, sir. We're moving.
Yeah, I try not to let graphics be the thing that. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus on this right now. I try not to let graphics be the thing that turns me off of a video game, because there's so many good games that I've played that have been graphically kind of weird or awkward to me. Let's see, what was it a good one? Like, the one that I keep coming back to is was it not Captain Underpants, but it's like a really crude name for a game from like PlayStation 3 era. But the graphics were a little bit wonky to me, but it was fun. It was a funny little game.
Protecting our people. Is there a threat?
That's everybody repair here.
We're moving. It will be an honor.
Yeah, I mean, for many games, like if graphics are the thing, or maybe they're just like a little bit dated, you know. I try not to let that be the reason I don't do something, because then it just feels like, okay, well, if graphics are all that matters, then what we're going to end up with is what we have right now, which is games that don't focus on quality in reality for story or anything like that. No, they just focus on graphics. And I forget, somebody actually made a really good point on it, because I mean, I'm not in the industry, I don't know about all this stuff in the background, but as graphics have gotten better, the focus has always been on better graphics. Now, I'm not against something looking nice, absolutely not. I'm very much in favor of it, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's the only thing that matters. As a matter of fact, if I had to choose between graphics and quality story, I'll take the story every time. Ooh, as a good example, Spec Ops: The Line. Spec Ops has meh, if not kind of poor controls, and I think a really good story and kind of dated graphics. But it's not a bad game, because I think that the story's pretty darn good. It's definitely far from perfect. And if you can't look past the graphics and the gameplay, you probably won't like that game. As a matter of fact, most people that I know that have played Spec Ops: The Line did not like it, and for good reason. It's really, really frustrating to play a game that is supposed to be fast-paced whenever the controls are not really set up to be fast-paced. The combat was also very scripted.
Following the assault and capture of a secret GLA lab, no doubt remains that the terrorists are
Capture?
involved in
We captured it?
The
Weird.
United States believes that a general, codenamed Dr. Thrax, is
Ooh.
running the lethal program. Little is known about this elusive extremist, who has also been charged with war crimes by the World Court.
Of course. The World Court charged somebody with war crimes.
Intelligence agencies to trace the funding for Dr. Thrax's research. Only by choking off the cash supplied by covert oil supplies can the US...
Look, the GLA did nothing wrong. Oh, jeez. He looks so concerned right there. Spec Ops didn't have any tank controls. There was no tank. It was only infantry fighting. That was it. Ooh, flat cannons, because we use old-timey flat cannons now, right? Why would you do it this way? Like, why would you do like a massive freaking infantry? Oh my gosh. We're gonna paratrooper everyone. Why? Okay.
The intel we retrieved from the secret lab proves the GLA have seized these Iranian oil fields to
I mean, that's what you should do. You bomb the crap out of everything and then drop people off.
rather than let you recapture them. Beware, General. The GLA have started using booby traps. Use dozers to remove booby traps safely.
Ooh, boobies.
Let's build. Going up.
On your command. Ready for action.
On the go.
Sniper here. I'll slip into that building.
Oh, I remember this part. Okay, so I gotta be kind of quick on this, don't I?
I believe I'm going to be hit in 3 different directions.
I'll scout ahead.
Come on in. Oh yeah. Let's go.
And I'm going to need dozers to basically cover this one and the other one. Ooh, so the super weapon general for America is probably my least favorite for them. Then for the Chinese general, the nuke general. Oh, we are just gonna just walk our people right over.
I know my way around. I'll scout ahead.
What was I gonna say? And then for was the GLA, I would probably say the demolition general is my least favorite. I have no idea why someone thought the demolition general was a good idea. Like, how do you even use them? Oh, no. I'm not saying that, like, you can't have paratroopers and use them in combat. No. I'm saying that, like, to just simply just drop them off and nothing else. Just basic rangers in this game is just, in my opinion, suicide. There's nothing there that's useful for this. Oh, hello. You have more to do here.
Why do I always get the new chance? Have a job for me? Yeah.
It's like if you got a bunch of quad. Again, I'm talking about the game, not for reality. Like, of course, you would use paratroopers to take something behind enemy lines. That's not the issue.
Laying the foundation.
Let me be clear.
Let's build. Let's clear those mines. Always prepared. Army's elite. Always
Okay.
ready. Make my own road. Sounds good.
Now let's build me one of these to just draw some fire.
Made in the U.S. of A. Yeah.
I know my way around. I'll scout ahead.
But yeah, of course we would use like actual infantry to take things. That's not what I was having an issue with.
The building is ours. Special forces here. Always ready. Good
I'm being
area.
slow. That's how I know I'm getting kind of sleepy. I'm slowing down.
Got room for 5.
Ah,
Any more projects?
yes.
Wanna make some improvements?
Many more projects.
Let's build.
General, our cash reserves are running low. Capture oil derricks for needed
Nice.
cash.
See, I already took care of all. I took care of all my chores before I got here. I'm a good boy. I took care of all my chores before I got here. I even watched part of a movie.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Bring on the scaffolding.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Oh no, we should not be inviting China over. We shouldn't do that. It's probably bad for us in the long run.
Enemy aircraft.
just putting that out there. You may not want to do
Got
that.
my missile launcher right here.
Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to finish this mission. Hello.
Right here. I'll be there.
How wooed.
Got my missile launcher right here. Sniper here.
Keeping it cool.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Needs an air.
Got my missile launcher right here. Got my missile launcher right here.
Hey man, like you can, if you don't want to install in the old-fashioned way, there's always the option of just downloading it from Origin. I mean, you don't own it then, but you get the idea.
Let me launch one, huh? I want to blow something up. It'll be a nice view. Yeah? Let's go in that building.
But, the only reason I'm even playing this right now is because a long time ago there was this really cool guy who invaded Iraq and Afghanistan, and then this game came out, and then like 20 years later, this weirdo dude, made it a huge debacle, and without saying anything political, he was like, "Man, I remember playing this game when I was a kid."
Let's build.
So here we are.
General, the ultimate objective is to destroy the GLA base in this area. Your main source of funding will be the oil derricks. You must secure
Shoot this.
and
What,
protect
oh,
them.
that's right. They're not there yet. Oh crap.
I want to blow something
Oh crap. Yeah. That's not fair, but here we are. Uh-oh. More friends.
Clocked in.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Jeez, Okay, yeah, I need to worry about that top one.
Launcher right here. Yeah?
That top one's gonna get hit a lot.
Missile launcher right here. Got my missile launcher right
I'm gonna need lots of defenses before I actually even begin thinking about moving out of here.
Any more projects?
Ooh, bomb truck. Standing by. You know, I need to get a ringtone for my phone that says, like, this says AK-47s for everyone, yay! Because, I mean, funny.
Humpy here. Keep it clean. What's the story? Loud and clear.
Oh, fantastic.
Search and destroy.
Yeah, I don't blame you for missing playing these games. These are probably some of the last really good Command & Conquer games that we have.
Yeah. Ooh, that one's pretty banged up.
Targeting cursors.
Oh, crud. We're about to get shot by stuff.
Have a job for me. Upgrading the new supply line.
There we go.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
Not if they don't actually reach me.
The GLA has started using booby traps on structures in this area. They will explode if you try to capture or garrison them. Use dozers to remove them.
I need more money. I don't have any of those little drop-off areas. Crap. Oh, run away. Ooh, close. That was very close. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. That's really cool, then. I didn't know that. I mean, that sounds like something positive and useful that EA is doing, which means that I'm very skeptical.
Yeah. On the job.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
The enemy has started sending tanks, sir. Send missile defenders.
Aircraft targeting ready.
So yeah, like, I mean,
That one's done.
exactly. That's exactly my point. It's like I want to believe what you just said, but that sounds way too positive and useful, which means that there's no way it could be true.
Got my missile launcher right here.
If that's the case, man, I got some old. I probably shouldn't have paid. Well, I only paid like $10 for my copy, so whatever. I paid $10 for the entire, I guess, catalog of old Command & Conquer.
We can fire through the window.
Back in the day, it was called the Anthology before Generals.
Take cover in there.
Oof. Man, my Rocket Boys are doing good, but man, this poor thing's just getting shot up. I'm surprised these haven't fired at me yet.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Right here.
Where's my? There they are. Tomahawks.
Let's pop some tanks.
Congratulations, General.
Oh, Battlefield 2142. Talk about a game that just is. Oh, that's fantastic.
Let's build.
Such a great, just a great game. In 2042, and I heard that, I kind of just got a little bit ornery. I was like, come on. Come on.
Range ballistics.
It's like, hey, you remember people back in the day? They loved Battlefield 2142. And I was like, yeah. It's like, so what if we do like a modern version, but give it some cool stuff? See, back then I didn't really have good internet, so I would play, but I wouldn't be able to play much.
Take cover in there. I'll fire at anything. We can fire through the window. Yeah?
Let's get you all the way up here. That way no one can hurt us.
General, your ultimate objective is to destroy the GLA base in this area. Your main source of funding will be the oil derricks.
Yep.
You must secure and protect them.
Alright, let's see here. I cannot say the same. I think my friends played Battlefield 2 whenever I was a kid, but I really didn't. I couldn't.
To help heal our vehicles.
See, my ability to have internet at that time was spotty at best.
New construction.
I remember having such a hard time with this mission.
Deadly efficient. Keep it safe.
there... Nope. I guess that's it. That's all I got. I got 2 derricks.
Laying the foundation.
What I really need to do is get that. Alright, let's begin focusing on building up a force. We don't have much time left, which means that we're probably going to have to quit sometime in the very, very near future. Actually, no, let's just go ahead and save. Yeah, I mean, the only Battlefield that I really played a lot on was probably 3. And then I played a little bit of... I played 4 quite a bit, too. But that was probably about it. Everything else is just... After that, I just wasn't that interested. Because really, Battlefield is a multiplayer game, and I really like single-player games. I don't mind multiplayer games, too. I mean, you know, multiplayer games have their place. But I usually like to play video games for the solo play, and then the multiplayer is an added bonus. Most people, it's the exact opposite. I know that's very weird. For some people, that is anathema to them to play games for single player. It's like, why would you want to play games by yourself? And I was like, I don't know, because I think a lot of games are better by yourself. Let's see here. Why can't I build you? Oh, insufficient funds. Okay, that's why. Ooh, they're finally shooting at me. Oh, that guy is. Never mind. I love these things. They're so frustrating. These things are just the bane of my existence when I fight against the US. They're just such utter garbage. And the sad part is I can't even move over here to take these oil derricks until I know for a fact I can keep them. Wait, can I build an airfield? No, I cannot. Everything has to be on the ground. I can't use a freaking airfield.
We can launch from there. Standing by for coordinates.
Let's see if we can launch here.
Cruise missile.
Yeah.
Instructions confirmed. Preparing launch cycle. Flight systems activated. Preparing launch cycle.
Jeez, I remember just always getting messed up by this.
Instructions confirmed. Adjusting for wind current. Flight systems activated.
I could have sworn I got hit a lot more with ranged weapons than what I have been. Like, well, like long-range weapons.
Transporting cruise missile.
Okay, I should be able to build one of these. Fantastic.
Humvee here. Oh, be careful now. Clocked in. How about a oh yeah. Tactical missile guidance set. Instructions confirmed.
Find the CIA operatives. Why the hell would I want to find the CIA operatives? They're the ones that got us into this mess. No, I'm kidding. It's like, we are the ones that put you in this war. Yeah, thanks, I know.
Scanning for enemy aircraft.
But don't you want to? No, we don't.
Yes, sir.
Warning, Scudstorm launch.
What?
Come on in.
Well, that's not good.
Tomahawk systems online.
Time to run.
Humvee here. Let's go for it.
Oh, please just drop it somewhere over here or something. I can rebuild this crap.
Unit lost.
Nope.
General,
Ow.
ultimate objective is to destroy the GLA base in this area. Your
And
main
now
source
I
of
know
funding
why
is the
you
oil
don't let
derricks.
me
You
do
must
that.
secure
Oh,
and
that's
protect the
fantastic.
Ready. Warheads in the field.
You know, this entire time I was not even paying attention to the Scudstorm. So with that, actually, we are going to call it a night, and I will pick this up next week because Friday will be our history time, where we keep looking into the Gothic War and going into the details of that. I hope. I know I got some new followers tonight. Hopefully, I can maybe see you all there on Friday nights.
Oh, yeah.
I'll thank for the follow. Cool. So I hope to see you all then. If you haven't and you feel so inclined, we have a Discord down below. Please give us a follow there as well. And I hope that I will see you again some other time. Have a wonderful evening.